Poppy,
you
you're
really
really
paying
paying
attention.
attention.
Shit, damn hell. He was in big trouble. Take two.
Okay, here we go.
Alright, so at age 11, Kevin Pierce competed in his first ever professional snowboarding event. When he was only 11, he had no idea how far his snowboarding career would take him in his life. At age 18, he finally started stepping onto the scene of the professional stage. From the years of 2005 to 2009, Kevin Pierce was competing all over the country and even worldwide in places such as Japan and India. He was coming in first and second, competing against well-known names like Shaun White, and beating him. However, tragedy struck in 2009. On New Year's Eve, 2009, Kevin Pierce was training for the upcoming Olympics. He was favored for the USA snowboarding team. He was a strong contender for gold medal. And while he was in Park City, Utah with his friends at his personal halfpipe, he drew the smallest straw and had to drop into the pipe first. So Kevin drops in, and he's attempting to do his new trick that's never been done before, a cab double cork. He goes off the top of the pipe wrong, however. And when he comes down, he doesn't get the full double cork rotation and ends up slamming his face into the half pipe. Now, a half pipe is the equivalent to slamming into ice. It's not just snow. So, shortly after, Kevin Pierce was airlifted to the nearest hospital in Park City. There, he was in a coma for 6 days following the injury and in the intensive care unit for 26 more days. When he was finally moved out of the intensive care unit, he struggled through 2 years of intense rehab, emotional issues, vision, memory loss, had to learn how to walk again. But every day he kept asking his doctors when he could get back on the snowboard. His doctors kept telling him, there's no way you can get back on. If you have a slight brain injury or concussion, it has the possibility to kill you. So Kevin didn't let this get him down. He pushed through his rehab, and almost 2 years after the day of his injury, he was back on a board in Colorado with his family, his close friends, and his sponsors. However, he was not the same snowboarder that he was at age 18. He never fully recovered from the injury. He didn't have the skills that he used to have. However, he turned his experiences and all of his struggles over the past 2-3 years and found a new passion in life. He began traveling the country as a spokesperson, presenting his story to young extreme athletes like himself and trying to spread awareness for traumatic brain injury as well as Down syndrome.